Welcome to Dailies on TVRC. My name is Abiola Michael, and with me today is reading to your hearing is the Vanguard newspaper.
And with me is the Punch newspaper. Here are the headlines on the Punch newspaper. From Almajiri Pupil to NNPC CEO, Kyari reflects on journey at 60. ICPC charges El-Rufai's ex-finance commissioner with money laundering. And finally, Chinese bank approves $254.76 million for loan for Kano-Kaduna Railway. So I'd like to ask, Michael, what do you think about that loan? What do you think about the Chinese borrowing us, lending us money, that kind of huge amount of money for Kaduna Railway?
Well, I think they are not really borrowing us. They are trying to invest in it. Do you understand? Because for every loan, we are always going to see an expected return and also a return of investment. Because you cannot say that you borrow a loan and pay that back same amount. It has to be more
interest.
Yeah, with interest.
A whole lot of interest.
So I think the Chinese bank is very wise, and they made a very wise decision in investing in such road. But it's the development of the Kano and the Kaduna Railway, which will help a lot of people through transportation from one place to another. So I think it's a wise investment. But from our own end, how are we going to generate such income in a way to pay back? That's what matters.
I also think that, just like you said, the Chinese are very wise. I also think that, there is a long term. They basically are planning long term.
Yes.
They're not looking at the short term interest that they're probably going to get.
Short-term
they're looking at the fact that if we are unable to pay eventually, they'll probably have to. This is what they do. They'll probably have to, look at the natural resources that country has.
Yes.
And that will be
they will strike a deal that we cannot resist.
And they transport it back to their country for their own development. It's ingenious.
Yes.
It's very ingenious.
Very, very ingenious.
So look at this. ICPC charges El-Rufai ex-finance commissioner with money laundering. How true is that?
Yes, it's very true, because the case has been filed to court, and the aid is Saudi, which is facing 2 counts of money laundering. Because right now the El-Rufai's administration presently are under investigation of money laundering of over 155 million naira.
155 million naira.
Over 155
is it
million
possible
naira.
to say that El-Rufai can be implicated in this?
Yes, because he's part of his administration. He's under him. He's like his aide. So, and in fact, right now we are looking at over 423 billion naira that have been siphoned under his administration when it was so far so good.
Oh,
so it is very, very alarming, and I believe that the ICPC needs more hands on deck. It needs more agencies to join them and look deep at this thing and fish out those people that are going to go to you have to face the book, you have to face the law. Do you understand? You cannot go against the law and go scot-free. It's not possible.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Now, for the last headline, from Almajiri Pupil to NNPC CEO, Kyari reflects on journey at 60. The current NNPC CEO is currently celebrating his 60th birthday, and he's trying to reflect on his journey so far.
I believe that he had a very, very great journey, an impactful one, because I remember Buhari installing him as that position, that NNPC. So his journey for 32 years, he has been on the NNPC, he has been the CEO of the NNPC, and that 32 years, the journey has been very ethic, good and bad times. It's just reflecting on everything. And I went through the news, and I saw that he even apologized to some people that he might offended. I didn't even know. When you are in a high position, a position of power, you might offend some people without even knowing that you have offended them. So he apologized, he reflected, that he really thanked everyone. And I believe that he's such a very, very great journey. He's an icon in the oil industry.
Well, what basically interests me more is even the fact that he has roots in the Almajirancy system, which is very interesting.
So he rose from grass to grace. You can say that. You can put it that way.
Well, now look at this. Let's look at the what you have for me for Vanguard.
Okay. All right. So on Vanguard newspaper, troops eliminate 34 Boko Haram ISWAP terrorists in Borno, 6 soldiers killed. And also on Vanguard, police raise alarm over rising missing persons case in Ogun State. And lastly on Vanguard, Lagos seals 619 facilities over environmental violations. So what could those environmental violations could be like for them to seal it?
Well, first of all,
What is Lagos State really doing?
Lagos State is very, very strict when it comes to things that has to do with environment.
Okay.
Environmental, the health of of the environment and the health of the people at large. I believe Lagos State has always been very particular about that.
Okay.
Now we've seen occurring noise pollution,
Yes.
waste management, air pollution in certain areas, and that is what has prompted the Lagos State government to go ahead, get to seal up all these facilities that are causing all of these problems. You understand? And of course, I agree with that particular step. Your environment is like very, very important, and as much as possible, on man's life.
Yes.
So once you have deleterious effect in the environment, ultimately a man's life is also going to be affected as well.
Yes.
So I believe that until these environmental violations are addressed appropriately, then yes, those facilities should remain locked up.
All
Yes, they
right,
should
I
be
agree
sealed.
with you. Now, police raises alarm over rising missing persons cases in Lagos, in Ogun State rather. They've been saying that people have been going missing, like numerously.
Well,
what can you say about
what
that?
I will have to say is I believe that investigation has to be really carried out, like serious,
proper
thorough investigation has to be carried out by the police and other relevant agencies to be able to ensure that they find out what exactly is going on. Are people being kidnapped? Are people just migrating? What exactly is going on? We need to find out what is going on, find the root cause of the problem, and so we can be able to address it. Okay, because you cannot just tell us people are missing and we don't have where exactly we don't know what exactly is going on. So I think yes, proper investigation.
I agree with you. Now, lastly, you said troops eliminate 34 Boko Haram terrorists in Borno, 6 soldiers killed. What can you say about that? Before you say something, our government our troop has been really, really improving in carrying out, operations, waging war against the terrorists, and I'm doing a very good job. So what can you really?
Well, just like you said, we are improving.
Okay.
Just today, we found out that Nigeria dropped when it comes to its military ranking. Nigeria has dropped. You understand? It's quite interesting to see that every single time we get to see problems with terrorism, insurgency coming up here and there all the time. What exactly is the problem? What exactly? Look at this. Now we have 6 soldiers killed in their confrontation with Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. Okay, why exactly, or what exactly is the root cause of all of this? Is it that we have poor intelligence, poor information, poor intelligence network amongst the military? Is it that we just have lack of ammunition to properly confront these terrorists? Because the money that should be that should be used for the procurement of these weapons and this ammunition are being siphoned by top officials over there.
Yes.
So and I feel like somebody is benefiting from this terrorism over there in the United States.
Yes,
and it needs to be addressed
very quickly, because we need to pump money into the security system of this country.
Very important.
Because the people are not safe, then there's no country now. When there's no security in the country, nobody is safe. So that will be all on the dailies for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching us on Dailies on TVRC today. My name remains Abiola Michael, and with me is
Olanimu Oluwatobiloba.
Till next time. Bye for now.